the US took an interest in Israel in the 1960s. Why? Because at the time, Arab nationalism and pan-Arabist and pan-Africanist movements in the Middle East and North Africa were very strong. These were movements towards socialism. They wanted to reclaim productive capacities. It was about national liberation. The US was not willing to accept the prospect of a liberated Middle East because that would impose and by the way, this is the center of the world, at the hinge of Africa and Asia and Europe, as this would impose very serious constraints on their ability to appropriate resources and labor from this region. And so they needed to intervene to crush these movements. And Israel was a crucial attack dog in doing so, right? The US armed them to the teeth, and they were sent after liberation movement leaders. They bombed the frontline states repeatedly, destabilizing them, forcing them to direct productive capacity away from national development towards defense, et cetera, et cetera. Israel has been crucial to US imperial strategy in the region for the past 50, 60 years. And this is exactly why, to this day, the US is actively supporting and arming the Israeli genocide against Palestine, right? Because they cannot stomach the possibility of a liberated Palestine. Because a liberated Palestine removes their key proxy in the region, right? And opens up the door to liberation movements across the rest of the Middle East. And that is highly antithetical to the interests of Western capital accumulation. And it's very clear that they are willing to go to extraordinary extents to prevent that occurring, to the point of debasing their own claims about human rights and international law, et cetera, completely flattening an entire society, extraordinary displays of hypocrisy against massive popular opposition. Why are they doing this? Because they understand that this is in the interests of the capitalist class. I think that's the key here. People will fall back on arguments about, it's the power of AIPAC in US elections and so on, which is that's true, that's a real force. But I think
I would go further. It's not just AIPAC. I think large parts of the US state have been infiltrated by Israel. I think that's pretty obvious. I think the same is true in this country as well. I agree with you, though. That's only one variable next to a much bigger one, which is US empire.